What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic for the video is binge eating for views. I don't know if you've ever seen an Erik the Electric video before, but basically it's like watching a shark attack happen in real time. Except instead of human limbs being ripped off at the elbow joint, you're witnessing food being slaughtered. They should really slap an R rating on some of these. I wouldn't want my mom watching, or my girl. Erik the Electric has almost 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube. And according to Social Blade, he's adding about 30,000 subscribers a month. His yearly earnings are between $17.7 thousand and $283,000. And that's just on YouTube, not counting any of his extra channels. So we can estimate that to be somewhere in the middle. If I must say, that's a pretty good living for eating food. Looking back over the last year, his videos easily almost always hit 600,000 views, and some of the big ones do well over 1 million. When you combine all these things together in tandem with his devilish good looks, what you end up with is one of the most successful eating challenge channels on YouTube, if not the most successful, maybe besides like a Matt Stoney. That dude's on just a whole nother level. So what I want to touch on here is how does Erik the Electric do all of these eating challenges yet somehow stay lean, stay in good shape, whereas someone like Nico Cotto, that we just did a video on, ends up becoming a blimp. Let's do it! Yeah!
You're only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me, dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it on my
Intro came in a little late, I agree. So if we take a look at the 10,000 calorie anabolic challenge that Erik the Electric just did, same one I did. If you haven't seen it, you better watch it. I finished the challenge in right under 8 hours, and admittedly, I ended up throwing up between some of the meals. It was miserable. That challenge almost killed me, literally. Erik skirted through it in about 2 hours, and it was pretty lightweight. In his high school yearbook, it probably said, best at lunch. Couldn't shoot a basketball to save his life, but at lunch, he dominated. He shows his physique in this video. He does a weigh-in in the beginning of it. Look at him, he's in great shape. A lot of people would kill to be in this type of shape and still be able to consume that many calories. In this particular video, the 10,000 calorie challenge ones, that's light for him. That's light. In some of these videos, you'll see he's pushing 25,000 calories. He has one where he does 100,000 calories. But having actually met Erik the Electric, I did a collab with him a couple years back, and we've hung out on multiple occasions at like the Arnold Classic. Pretty sure he's legit. I'd put a pair of Final Boss joggers on it. And the craziest thing about Erik the Electric is that before he got into this whole eating challenge thing, he had some weight issues. He started off anorexic. You look back at these old videos and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. People do struggle with anorexia and body image issues. And I would say if you are a bodybuilder or someone that lifts weights, it's so easy to compare yourself to other people and develop these types of issues. This can be a real brain battle, this whole thing, even if you take fitness out of it, right? So he was able to bounce back from anorexia, gained quite a bit of weight, which he successfully beat anorexia, but then he was unhappy with how big he got. But now he's settled in a really good spot while still consuming all of these calories, making a living off of eating more food than 99.9% of human beings. And it ain't like this stuff's clean. That 10K calorie challenge he did from the ANABOLIC cookbook, that's about as clean as it gets. Because normally it's donuts, it's pizzas, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dragon Ball Z challenges. Hey, that was a good vid. Shout out to all my DBZ fans out there, man. Vegeta's still the best. I don't care what you say. I'll take that one to the grave. So herein lies the question. What's he doing, right? How's he staying lean? And I'm gonna answer this to you in 3 words. Law of thermodynamics. You cannot gain actual body fat if the calories you're taking in are being burnt off. And Erik does a great job at doing that. If you're familiar with his channel, he has a side channel where he goes through like his normal life, and in some of his videos he shows it, but this dude is biking and burning off calories all the time. He's even got the full getup, he's got the suit, he's got like a competition bike. I don't know nothing about bikes, but it all looks nice. I had a Huffy back in the day. I was in my prime then. So his cardio game is through the roof. And actually being friends with Erik, I did reach out to him and was just trying to see what other strategies he employed. And he talks about it. So he goes and do a calorie challenge. Days before it, he might only be eating vegetables, high volume food. He might only eat like 500 calories, but he's eating a ton of broccoli, a ton of greens that are gonna expand his stomach, still keep his calories low, but stretch his stomach out so he can fit more food in there for these challenges. And it ain't nothing for him to not eat anything the day before a challenge, once again, to clear out that room. So you're looking at that, and if he's doing all this cardio and he's still hitting the gym, so with all the movement and all the calories he's burning, and then you have 2 days where you're barely consuming any calories at all, majority of it being fiber, then he's actually in a really big deficit those days before a challenge. And if you know anything about gaining weight, there is 3,500 calories in a pound. So in order for you to actually gain a pound of fat, you have to eat 3,500 calories over your total daily energy expenditure. So for me, my total daily energy expenditure is probably around 2,800 to 2,900 calories a day right now, if I had to guess. So for me to gain an actual pound of fat, I'd have to eat like 6,600 calories in a day. That's quite a bit of food, especially if you're eating out of that RJF Anabolic cookbook. So in the days before a challenge, he's probably put about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of fat in the bank, right? It's saved up. So if he gains it during a challenge, it's not that big of a deal. So if he had 2 in the bank and he comes in, he might only end up actually gaining a pound, 1.5 pounds, but he drastically lowers his calories after these challenges, and he's still doing the cardio, still hitting the gym. So those couple pounds he did gain are being smoothed out. It's being evened out. And if you look at his channel, unlike Nikocado Avocado, that dude is doing an eating challenge almost every single day. Erik, not so much. He puts out 1 to 2 videos a week, right? And some of these eating challenges aren't as crazy as others. He's just simply burning off those calories. So nothing is really sticking. So you have to think, your average person that is eating these types of foods, these high calorie foods, high in fat foods, what they're doing is eating them and then sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix, watching that new season of The Boys. What a good show. But someone like Erik, he's zooming, he's moving, he's deadlifting, he's courting his woman, he's staying active, he's burning calories. So something that might seem like such a mystery to some people really ain't a mystery. I spoke about in my 10,000 calorie challenge, I did a 36-hour fast before I started it and then drastically lowered my calories the day after just to make them even out. I held a little water weight initially, and if you look at my before and after in that video, it's wild, man. I looked like a pregnant turtle. But within a couple days, I bounced back, my abs were back, and it didn't look like I missed a beat. So truly, if you've been overthinking the whole process, it really, ultimately with weight gain comes down to your calorie intake. And if you are having a crazy day where you're eating that many calories, what are you doing to balance it out? Are you staying active? Are you going for long walks? Are you hitting the gym? Are you doing any type of fasting? So that is how Erik is staying healthy throughout all of this crazy eating. I don't know if ingesting that much food at one time is ultimately healthy. Probably not. But the fact that he's maintaining his weight and everything, I feel like he's putting his best foot forward. Big shout out to Erik, man. I love the channel. And if you are not subscribed to Erik, you gotta subscribe. This dude makes killer content. And I know some people gave me crap after my 10,000 calorie challenge that I was promoting binge eating. But when I look at the different channels, we got like Nikocado Avocado, where I think that not only promotes binge eating, but just a healthy lifestyle in general. But if you really follow Erik and you really see what he's doing, it should almost be inspirational in a way, right? He's figuring out ways, he's got a mental mindset where he's going to balance these calories out. He's not gonna let his source of income and his content put him in bad health. I think that's a good role model, in my opinion. I'm not saying go out and eat all that food, but I am saying the fact that you have to have that type of willpower to do that and balance that and not give in to those bingings, because it's hard when you eat the bad food not to just kind of let it snowball into different days. The fact that you can go from a day of just broccoli to a day of cheating, then to a day of barely eating, doing more cardio to make up for it, that is, guys, that's a good mindset. So when it comes to binge eating for views, I completely approve, man. Erik's doing everything right, man. So props, subscribe to it if you're not subscribed. Great channel, great man, and we're gonna have a collab soon. He's gonna come down here to Houston, go stay with me, and we might have another anabolic eating. We're gonna do something, so don't you worry. He'll be on the channel soon. And if all these foods he's binging on just look absolutely incredible, but you know that you're not doing that much cardio, you're not gonna have a day of broccoli, eating that much food is not your job, then I'm gonna give you an alternative. The RJF Anabolic Cookbook, link in my description. What we try to do is find these exact same foods, the pizzas, the donuts, the ice cream, but we make the healthier versions of it, the high protein, the lower calorie, the anabolic version, so you can still eat the foods you love while still maintaining a calorie deficit and staying lean and staying in good shape. So link in my description if you wanna see that, or just watch any of the videos on my channel if you want an idea of what we're doing. You get the book one time, you get every future recipe I add for free, so it's the gift that keeps on giving. Smash that thumbs up button, comment a YouTuber that maybe does eating challenges or whatever you wanna see me make a video on down below. Let me know how my editor is doing. He's crushing it, man. If you haven't seen that sushi vlog, killed it, knocked it out of the park. So let us know what type of content you want to see, because now that we have him on board, we can really make whatever video we want, man. Sky's the limit. There's no more eating challenges, please. Those are miserable. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys.